another edition of Wicca for today. And today what sparked a video was someone's disknowledge to do with the word magic, spelled with a K at the end, M-A-G-I-C-K, as opposed to M-A-G-I-C. And actually they made a reference, that was impolite, but that's besides the point. Nonetheless, it reminded me that a lot of people really do not know how to distinguish the two words M-A-G-I-C and M-A-G-I-C-K, or acknowledge the fact that they are entirely different, and that the first, M-A-G-I-C, makes a reference to stage magic, magician magic, things that people do for show, making a rabbit come out of the hat, or making a bouquet of flowers sprout out the end of a wand, and so forth. And magic, M-A-G-I-C-K, makes a reference to relio-magick or relio-magick, whichever way you wish to say it. It means the same thing, but the two different ways of putting it have been interchangeable throughout our time, or my knowledge anyway. But a lot of people confuse the two, and many will think that we're misspelling a word and try to correct us on it, when we are in fact trying to differentiate between the two different types of magic. Relio-magick from away from or apart from stage magic. Why? Because we might tend to be a little tender about that. We don't sit there and produce things out of thin air and all of that, because that's just stage magic. We do, however, go into very elaborate prayers that have an algorithm of things that we do within our circles or at our altars to make things come about. But that's really not much different from the Christians' prayers and so forth. The difference between the Christians' prayers and relio-magick or circle magic is that, well, you are, with Christianity, using more words and littler actions, and in relio-magick or circle magic, you are actually using more actions and fewer words. And that's really about all of the difference. Your prayer and your witchcraft or pagan magic would be about the same to a large degree. But that's one thing I wanted to do today, is talk about relio-magick or relio-magick, which is the same thing, by the way, spelled M-A-G-I-C-K, by the way, to differentiate from the word magic, stage magic, M-A-G-I-C, to differentiate those two different things and put them in their proper perspective. Because, our magic within religion is very, very important to us. And, not to have that degraded. Religion is by no means an entertainment thing. It's a thing where people like to share their information with others. It's a happening that will help others feel good about themselves or try to produce results, but it's no stage thing. It's not a thing for audiences. I don't even like to do my tarot card readings with more than 2 people in the room, and when I have clients coming into my shop and there's more than 2 of them, I'll tell all the others to stay outside, because it does take a lot of deep concentration, a lot of feeling and emotion, and people's readings, when they get started, hearing what you've got to say, then most of the time they're going to want the privacy that they should have had to begin with. And so I start off with that right away. Either way, that's a little bit off topic, but basically, you know, witches don't like a lot of audience when they do their magic. Any pagan practitioner does not like a lot of viewers while they're doing their magic. It's a personal thing. It's something that's special, and that's why we don't like it degraded by the word magic, M-A-G-I-C, by stage or magician, you know, because that's not us, you know. Anyway, as a witch that's been practicing for many, many years, I feel that whatever people want to spell it as is fine. It doesn't bother me. But whenever I write it out myself, or whenever I put it as a title on one of my videos, I put it with a K at the end, usually because I'm differentiating from stage magic. And it's because I'm proud of what I do. And it's like a curve at the end of a T on the end of a sentence, or whatever, you know. It's a beautification thing, as well as, you know, a difference between your standard stage magic or television magic. But, you know, it's really not a big thing to any of us. I mean, because we've seen it spelt with just the C throughout our lives. You know, we really all started more recently putting the K on it, like from the earliest days within Wicca resurrecting. You know, that's about the time we started adding the K on it, because it became more imperative to distinguish. You know, Hollywood had a field day with everything, including the word magic and so forth, you know. Anyway, this has been Lady Leeanna with another edition of Wicca for today, and I hope you've enjoyed this video and that you'll be looking forward to the next. As always, bright blessings and merry.